But hello, everyone. I'm here. Happy DP-a-Thon. I made it. Sorry, I'm probably a few minutes late because my clock is a little late. Actually, my clock says it's 6:42, so I'm a few minutes early according to my clock. Yeah, we're in the home stretch. I'm the end. I'm the end. I'm the final one. And let's go and see who all's here. Wow, the chat is so full. I'm not used to my chat being this full before a live, so got a lot of names to get through here. You got Odd But Nice, hello. Shannon's Crazy Corner, Therese, Diamond in the Rough, hello. And Robin, and Mickey, and Kate, and Sherry's Creative Niche, and Crystal, and Michelle, and Pippa. And there's Rachel Ray. I see her name up there. And who else we got? Mystical 81, hello. And and I'm seeing a lot of repeat names. There's Angie Schulte, hello, and Sanja, and Saphira's mama. Glad y'all could make it. Tammy Heiler, hello. I haven't seen your name before. And Becky's Madness for Crafting, hello. And Helen Vermeer, hello, Helen. Another new name in my chats. And Terry Childress. Any relation to Richard by any stretch? And Marie Casey, hello. And Yvonne. Hank is here. Hank is doing Hank things. Hello, Hank. Yep, there he is. He's doing the Hank thing. He says it's still early. He's not camera ready yet. And fix my live chat to recent. Oh, I do. Thank you. I see top chat. Okay. Live chat. There we go. All right. Now I'm back to normal. Thanks for the reminder, Amber. Yes, I had to make sure I'm in live chat. Hello, Alicia Bell. Oh, no relation, Terry. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get to make it to anybody's lives during the DP-a-Thon because it has been a crazy busy weekend. So I'm sorry I didn't make it into anybody's lives, but I'm here. I'm finishing up the DP-a-Thon for everyone. A little bit earlier than my normal time, which anybody new here, Sunday night is my normal time anyway on at 8 p.m. Central. So, you're welcome to tune in every weekend. I will not be here next weekend because I'm going to visit Amber next weekend. I'm driving down to Alabama to visit with her for the weekend. I can't wait. I'm so excited. It's going to be a great time. Hello, Danielle Flannery. Yes, Odd But Nice. I'm making the money. Alicia Bell, well, welcome to the channel. It's we have a good time in here. Usually have a few good laughs in my lives, and Hank usually supplies most of those. So I am doing wonderful, Danielle. I am doing just great. It's been a good first week without my supervisor at work. Things have been a lot more laid back and relaxed. Just been a lot better work environment. And the place did not fall apart like he predicted it would without him. I wish I could be that full of myself. I really do. I maybe I don't wish I could be that full of myself, but yeah, he figured the place was going to fall apart without him, and it didn't. Running probably more smoothly than we were with him. Those are Odd But Nice. Those are cover minders from Ash Inc. Amber. She makes cover minders, or will be again soon. She had to kind of close down her business for a little bit. These are, if we can get them to come in here for us. They're little ramen noodle packets. Aren't they just the cutest? Mickey Sunshine. Amber is diamond painting with Ashank 93. She is Mrs. Unicorn. I don't think you were here last week when we made the big announcement of who Mrs. Unicorn was. Yes, they are little ramen noodle packages. And I think they're so adorable. Just little ramen noodle charms made into cover minders. And of course, I also have my ones that Beth Minton made, the Hot Wheels cars. I'm using those right now to hold the corners of my diamond painting down because this diamond painting is actually a very special one. It was the very first diamond painting I ever bought. I worked on it for about a month and I got tired of living the 310 life because that's pretty much all the whole thing is 310s. And I kind of put it away and put it under my bed for a year or so. And I just pulled it out for this live tonight. You have a ramen club pen from Karen. A ramen club pen? I didn't know they had. Wow. Okay. So yeah, this is a Diamond Dots. Bought it at Michael's about a year ago to test out whether I would like diamond painting or not. Luckily it worked, but maybe I should have gone with something a little different than one that's like all 310s. Hey, Brian. Mickey, I'm not going to finish it up this time because I still have my Starry Night Santa I want to get done by Christmas. And I'm getting pretty close to finishing that one now. And I have my Hank Custom and I have a Statue of Liberty Diamond Art Club that I want to finish before I kit up any new ones or finish up any new ones. This one here is still kind of a back burner project. I like it. It's great. It glows in the dark. It's really cool. The skull does glow in the dark. What, Robin? You sold the house? Did you sell the house? Oh, Terry, you received the unicorn in the mail, the 70 by 70. Oh, is that the same one I did? The big rainbow Lisa Frank unicorn? It is so awesome, and it's beautiful in person when it's finished. Yeah, they're square, and it didn't take me as long on that one to do as some of the other ones I did. I love that unicorn, though. Square isn't too much of a challenge, and that one's gridded really well and really visibly. And if it's the Home Fun one, the drills fit perfectly in the grid. And so you're not going to have, and there wasn't a whole lot of trash. There wasn't any popping drills. So you shouldn't have too much trouble with it. Yeah, you should be able to get it done by Christmas if you work pretty diligently, Terry. If you work faster than I do, you'll definitely get it done by Christmas. It took me 3.5 months, but that's because I just took forever getting it done. Good evening, Caitlin. Oh, that's awesome, Robin. Congratulations. I couldn't live without my Archer's Arts tray. I don't have any stoppers from them, though. I should get some stoppers, even though I really don't need them because I don't store my drills in my tray, so. I've spent the entire afternoon checkerboarding this section, so. Hank is sleeping. Yes, Hank is sleeping. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, he's I just woke. How do I get my camera up there? Damn it! There we go. There he is. He doesn't want to be bothered. Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm down here. Yeah. Oh, when I grab mine, when I shake mine, I grab mine like this by the spout and I hold it downwards on the bottom end down and I shake them that way. And then I just kind of tilt it down and let all of the loose ones filter down to the top to leave the nice lines inside. Like, kind of like, well, I'm going to need to refill this anyway, so I'll do it now. You can tell when I started this diamond painting, I didn't really know a whole lot about diamond painting and containers and things. So they're still bagged up the way they were when I kitted it up the first time. And then what I do is just kind of shake it like that, and that ramp there keeps them from coming back out the hole. And then you can just, they fall right into place. Crafting and chatting with Eli. You're new here. What am I working on? Well, welcome, first of all. I am working on a diamond dots skull that glows in the dark. It's kind of upside down, but you get the picture. Yeah, he is cute. He is saying it's not treat time yet. He got treats just before I went live. Yeah, and Terry, no, it doesn't matter where you start. I typically start because I'm right-handed. I typically start on the left because the way I do it, I cut 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter sections out of my cover, and then I work that section. So I start on the bottom left, so that way I'm not reaching across an open section to place drills. And then I work from left to right. And then I move up a section and I cut another 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter section and I work left to right again. Then when I get to the halfway point, I flip the canvas over and I work upside down, left to right, left to right, left to right. Some people start right dead in the middle and work their way out. Personally, it's a matter of preference, really. No, I'm not an expert shaker. These trays make it easy, Robin. Hi, Tanya Ross. I'm doing great. Doing wonderful. That's exactly it, Brian. He just don't want to be woke up yet. He was awake just before I went live, probably a half hour ago. He got some treats and he jumped up in the window, and the neighbor came home, and her kids always come to the window and visit with him at the window. And they always see what I'm working on my desk because my desk is right under the window. And they always try to come and see what kind of diamond painting I'm doing today. And then he climbed down on the desk and kind of got right in my face and got some pets, and he jumped in my lap and I held him for a minute, and then he jumped down and he climbed up and went back to sleep. So well, hello, Diamond Painting with Nicole. Yeah, see, Robin, everybody has different reasoning why they start where they do. It's, if you are left-handed, I would recommend starting on the left side or on the right side and working your way left, so that way you're not reaching across uncovered sections to work. You got a lavender one just like mine. Mine isn't lavender. Unless I'm seeing blue differently than you are. Well, hello, Mrs. Coffee. My side of the state has been chilly, but not really awful cold until late at night, which I try not to be out then. But Lyft kind of kept me out until 2:30 this morning. But otherwise, it's kind of nice over here. It's been sunny yesterday, and today has been kind of a little cloudy, but nice. Been in the 50s. Yes, mine is translucent blue. How is it way over there on your end? I think I'm smelling your end of the state over there, Mrs. Coffee. I hate to say that. It smells like crude oil. I've got my window open and all I can smell is crude oil. I think the wind is blowing in from the oil fields all the way out there coming over this way. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Coffee. Yes. Archer's Arts is a Facebook group, and I do think they have a Shopify page, but you can find a link to that in the Facebook group. Oh, you got the one with the handles on the side, Robin. Yeah, those are awesome. I almost ordered the one with the little round handles simply because they're almost impossible to tip over. If you accidentally catch the side of it with your hand or something, you're not going to tip it over. But I tell you one thing, it's been forever since I've worked on a round. It feels so odd doing rounds right now. It's been probably 10 months or so since I've worked on a round diamond painting. In fact, I still have my first round sitting right over here. I haven't even framed it or anything yet. It's still just sitting here on my TV stand waiting for me to do something with it. Yeah, welcome to your life, Mrs. Coffee. Yep. It does. It just smells. All I smell is crude oil, and I don't know why. And we don't have any oil fields close around by here. And no, Robin, I did not know my tray was lavender. But you see, that's a question I've always asked. You know, what if what I see as green, you see as what I would see as red? How do we know that everybody sees color the exact same way? It's a really good thought to keep you awake at night. Oh no, Mrs. Coffee. You went to point to where something was and wham, drilled it. Yeah. I guess because I don't ever pick mine up and hold it in my hand anyway, so I didn't really need the handles. Hello, Shawana. I don't know if I've ever seen you in one of my lives. I can't remember. You don't pop in very often. I know that. If you do, you don't say hi. Hello, Jen Jen. It's Creations Wall. See, hold on. Oh, hello, Richard George. Hello. And Lori. Hello and welcome. Oh, you got the wax pot too. See, she didn't have the wax pots the last one. I ordered this. All she had when I ordered this was this and grinders. And all she had was the standard lid on the grinder. She didn't have any of the extras. She was still trying out designs on the extras, so the extra lids. So she's probably got a lot more that I haven't seen lately, and I need to go over there and check it out because she might have some cool stuff I want. I hear you, Mrs. Coffee. I'm the same way. I will sleep when I'm dead. I don't hardly ever sleep. I was just talking to Ashink about that today. We were just like, I was talking about how I don't go to bed till 2:30 a.m. on a normal day. On a normal work day, I don't go to bed till 2:30 a.m. and I get up at 6:30. Well, my alarm goes off at 6:30. I don't get out of bed till 7. But I get up and go to work all day, come home, and I stay up until 2:30 again. And and that's simply because I don't want to be that guy who just gets up, goes to work, comes home, has dinner, watches TV a couple hours, goes to bed, gets up, goes to work. I would feel like I have zero life whatsoever. So in order to fit as much as I can in one 24-hour period, I stay awake till 2:30 in the morning, or 2 o'clock usually is bedtime for me. Thank you, Claire Miller. Got so many people. Chat's going crazy here tonight. Thank you, Mrs. Coffee. Sometimes I go into lives but don't talk in them because I'm always afraid of saying anything wrong because I don't like drama. Well, I'll tell you now, Angie, this is probably the one place that you're not going to find any drama. I don't like it. I don't start it. I don't even acknowledge it in here. So if there's other drama going on elsewhere, I don't even acknowledge it here. This is the drama-free zone. This is the zone where we go to laugh. I usually try to make people laugh. Sometimes I'm good at it, sometimes not so much. But I want to see the world smiling. I don't want to see the world mad at anybody and each other. And I like making people smile. Oh, it's okay, Amber. I know because you and I talked about it. You said you had to clean the room. It's fine. Don't don't stay in my life. Clean the room. Does that make me a morning person? Well, hello, first of all, Christy. I didn't see you jump in. I must have missed you if I did. If you did and I didn't see it. I don't know. Does that make me a morning person? I guess. I mean, I'm up till 2 a.m. and then I get up at 6 a.m. So I only sleep 4 hours of the morning away. I guess. I guess it does. Yes, Angie, you're in a safe place here. There's not. I've never. You'll never see any drama on my page because one, I don't get involved in anybody else's drama anywhere else, so I definitely don't bring it back here. And I'm just not going to bring up somebody else's drama in my chat because there's no reason to. It's not my beef. It's somebody else's. You know, I don't really have any good lift stories lately. Okay, here's a good one. Last weekend. Last weekend I pick up these 3 sorority girls. And I already told Ashink this one, and she got a laugh out of it. I picked up these 3 sorority girls, and they were joking around, and the one in the front was kind of drunk. And she just starts talking about how her and I are going to get married. By the time I got them downtown, I was engaged. I knew how I was going to propose to her. We had the wedding plan, the guest list plan, and everything. And then she asked me when I get ready to pull up there, she goes, you can come in and hang out with us if you want. I'm like, nope, I got to stop and stay out here and make money because I got to pay for this big ass wedding that you just planned. It's great. I play along with my riders in the car when they do that kind of stuff because it's just so much fun. It's a great laugh. And I know they're joking and they know I'm joking and we just have a good time with it. But I did get my LED lights installed in my under my dash, and some in the Vibe Tribe admin group have seen the the video. I'll have to end up putting the video up maybe on YouTube or include it with one of my videos or something of my my underdash LEDs that are reactive to music. It is so cool. I get so many compliments about that. Well, hello, Alley Crafts. Yep, no drama llamas in here. Crafting and chatting with Eli, I try to be. I always try to be a happy, fun person. There's times that I'm just like anybody else. I have my bad days. I have my bad moments. But for the most part, I usually am a very happy, optimistic person. And I always seem to find the humor in everything in life. I really do. Sometimes when there is no, I can find humor at a funeral. I really can. Maybe that makes me a bit on the twisted side, though I shouldn't say that. You know, I've thought about that, but there are such things as recording laws in the US, and I don't know that setting up my phone to record my passengers is. I don't know if that's quite legal or not. The karaoke. Rachel, I have not gotten my Bluetooth karaoke mic yet. I keep meaning to, but financially things have been a little tight lately, so I haven't really had the extra money to pick one up. But once I get that, then I probably will get a dash cam that records front and back, and I can start recording some of the stuff that goes on in my car. Because if I have a dash cam, I can put a sign up and says, "Caution, you're being recorded by dash cam." You know, Anna Peterson, I really don't have a preference. I tell them if they, I mean, most of them come and automatically get in the back seat, but if they want to ride up front, they're more than welcome to. I mean, there's a few that I've had up in the front that I felt a little uneasy about, but for the most part, they've all been okay. So I don't really have a preference. I let them ride where they want to. I mean, they're the one paying for the ride. Well, hello, Sensational Crafter. Welcome in. And hello, Crafty Guy. And Jamie. Got everybody's popping in today. Working and lurking. All right. Working and lurking. Yeah, you need to get that Halloween DP done. Because that's you're moving along pretty good on that. Yes, that's right, Mrs. Coffee. I just want them to get in the car and give me money. That's all I want. As long as they're getting in the car and they're paying, I'm good to go. And as long as they don't puke in my car or otherwise soil my vehicle, I'm perfectly fine with that. Well, hello, Denise Miller and Bree S. And welcome back, Cassie Mize, or welcome into my live. You know what, Crafty Guy? I've had one in the trunk already. My car has 4 seat belts, 1 up front, 3 in the back. And there were 5, actually there were 6 people wanting to climb in the car. Well, I had 1 in somebody's lap in the back seat and 1 in the trunk. So, yep, I've done that already. She volunteered. I'll put it that way. She volunteered to get in the trunk. So I opened it up and I let her climb in and I closed it. And of course, I've got like a mini SUV, the Nissan Kicks, and it's got that cargo cover over the trunk. And she was stuck in there underneath that cargo cover the whole ride. Odd but nice. If you were by yourself, you get in the front. Now, see, what I've noticed is women by themselves tend to get in the back seat on the passenger side. Men by themselves normally jump in the front seat. And if it's usually a male and female couple, unless they're like really close and like lovey-dovey on each other, most of the time she'll get in the back seat and he'll sit up front with me. Sherry, hello. Do I DP in my car? No. Did you get paid a lot if they puke? I've had drivers go, you sure you don't want to puke? Put an extra 200 in my pocket? Oh. Well, I get paid if they puke, but all I get is reimbursed for the detail fee. So I have to take the vehicle to get it detailed. I have to get a printed receipt. I cannot get a handwritten receipt. It has to be a printed receipt, and I submit it to Lyft, and they reimburse me for the cost of the detail. So they're not really putting anything in my pocket by puking in my car. So I tend to try to avoid having it happen. I had a man and a woman get in my car one night, and this woman was right on the verge of puking when she got in, and I knew it was not going to be pleasant. And the guy in front, he sat up front, she sat in the back, and we started moving, and she goes, "Oh God, I think I got to puke." And I'm like, "Well, there's bags in the seat pocket back there. Grab one," because I always keep bags back there for him. And she's like, "Oh, no, I can't use a bag. I can't do a bag. And I was like, and the guy up front is like, "Well, then you just need to hold it in because he cannot stop. He can't stop to let you puke." I'm like, "The hell I can't." You watch me, man. This brake pedal works really well the first sound of a puke I hear. You just had the best nap ever, Sherry. Okay. Awesome. Patriotic Beauty, hello. And who else we got here? Oh, that's not good, odd but nice. Yeah, if your car's sick, I would recommend jumping in the front seat. And like I said, I've got no problem with anybody riding up front. And I guess in this town, I don't have too much to worry about because most of the people in this town are just, they're frat guys, sorority girls, drunk college kids in general. So I don't have too much to worry about here. If I was in a city, I might have more of a preference depending on where I pick them up at. Don't feel bad, Sherry. I missed all of the lives in this DP-a-Thon just because I've been busy. Ouch. Cat climbing up your side. Hank likes to try to do that now, and I don't know why. Well, thank you very much for stopping in, Richard. Well, hello, Gina Wynn. So what happened? Are you talking about the puking woman? Oh, well, no, I stopped. I had to stop 3 different times for her to puke out the door of the car. I am just not. Nope. You make the first gagging sound, I'm slamming on the brakes. We're going to stop right in the middle of the road. I don't care. I'll stop right in the lane. Good luck on you if you stick your head out the door to puke. That's all I'm going to say. That's right, Patriotic Beauty. Puke and rally. That's right. Yeah, I used to live by that motto when I was in my 20s. At this point, if I get drunk enough to puke, I'm like, just let me pass out somewhere. I don't care where. I'll wake up here tomorrow. I'll find my way home. Yeah, I don't even remember who tips well anymore. I don't even remember who tips what anymore, to be honest with you. Unless it's like an exceptionally large tip, like the $22 tip I got from a guy just for dropping him off at the fireworks on the 4th of July. And the ride was only like a $3 ride. So yeah, I remember those, but I don't remember most of them. Yeah, Saphira's mama. Yeah, I had one that did that it was like a month or two ago. It was like the welcome weekend. Yeah, she sat up on the windowsill of the car with the window down, with her head outside, sat up above the top of my car and just coated the car behind me. Yep. Didn't get a drop on my car. I give her props. She was good. Terry, those little ramen noodle things are exactly that. They're little ramen noodle cover minders. They're magnets on the back, and you use it to hold down your plastic cover. I'm just using it to hold that part out of the way so it's not flopped over and getting in my way over here. Well, you just work and lurk all you want to, Sherry. I'm glad you're in here saying hi. I hardly get to talk to you anymore. Well, good night, Terry Grantham. Thank you for stopping in. So I'm going to have a short week this week at work. I'm looking forward to it. I put in for my vacation, and I will be leaving Thursday evening to drive down to Alabama. So it's actually kind of a dual trip. Of course, I'm going down and spend the weekend with Ash Inc. For those of you that don't know, Diamond Painting with Ash Inc., she's in here somewhere. She and I are dating and very happy, and we have made plans for me to come down in next weekend to visit with her for the weekend. And we're both very much looking forward to it. Can't wait. We'll try to take some pictures and put them up here in one of my videos. How's that sound? But she made these cover minders. But yeah, I'm leaving on Thursday to go down and visit. And on the way back on Sunday, I'm leaving down there Sundays, and she's only about 3 hours from my kids. So the route takes me right past where my kids are at. So on my way back, I'm going to stop and see my kids and my grandkids, at least the ones that are still living in that area. Yep, there she is. She's working and lurking there. She is super excited. Saphira's mama, it's going to take me probably right at 20 hours, 21 hours. I'll leave here Thursday. I'm going to try to jet out of work a little bit early on Thursday and start to drive down. Hopefully, I should be there sometime around maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday is what my hopes are. Or 3 o'clock in the afternoon Friday. And then I'll leave down there Sunday sometime, and I'll drive back and I'll get back home sometime Monday afternoon, Monday evening. Then back to work Tuesday. Hello, Jennifer Roberts, and hello, the review. Thank you. I have a lot done on this because I bought it a year ago, and I started on it and worked on it for several months before I just putting it under my bed. And it's been under my bed since then. I just pulled it out for this live. Oh, odd but nice. I'm sure we will have a lot of fun. Oh, Michelle, you live near her. Wow. Awesome. There's an awful lot of people here from around that area or in that general vicinity of Alabama. You got to change batteries. Oh, Mrs. Coffee, you haven't seen my new one. I got a new mod. I've already splashed chemicals from work on it and left white spots that won't come off. But I got a new one. I had to. My old one gave up on me. It kept, every time I pushed the button, it said atomizer short. And I put a brand new tank, a brand new coil in, and it still said atomizer short. So it was time to buy a new one. Oh, well, I'll see you later, Sherry. Thanks for stopping in. You know, Terry, I'm up here in North Dakota. The Vikings are the team up here, but you'll never hear me yell that because I'm a Ravens fan. Oh, Jennifer Roberts, Ash Inc. 93 makes these. She made them. They are little ramen noodle packets. If I can get it to focus, there they are. I got a little red, little orange one and a little blue one. And they are the most adorable little ramen noodle packets. It's because I just put fresh batteries in. Yeah, and the skull kind of makes it that way. And I just put fresh batteries, and I just filled my tank before I went live. So everything's fresh in there right now. So I'm getting a lot more vape than normal. Oh, they beat the Lions today. Well, everybody beats the Lions. Claire, no, you did not miss any scary stories because honestly, I don't know if I have any scary stories. I really don't know. I mean, I guess I kind of do. I went to Gettysburg for the 150th anniversary of the battle back in 2013. And I may have had a couple of encounters, but it just could have been my mind playing tricks on me. But yeah, I mean, those are about the scariest stories I have, and they weren't really scary. They were just kind of like, okay, that was weird type of things. I mean, it like a group of reenactors, or at least I thought they were reenactors, were walking down the street behind me. And we were crossing the street. and I turned around to look at something and they weren't there anymore. That was a little weird. Scary lift experiences. Well, I don't know about the never again experiences. You know what? While it was interesting to say the least, um, the couple having sex in the back of my car was probably a never again experience. I just don't want that kind of mess on my hands. Oh, patriotic beauty, you're happy. What are you happy about? Did I miss something? Michelle, that's what I'm working on now. That is a scary story. You know, Jennifer Roberts, I wish I knew. I haven't heard another word about them, and I haven't had either one of them in the car to ask them. Every time I get one, I look at the name and see if it's like Jake or Kenzie. And I haven't had a Jake or a Kenzie since then in my car. So I haven't heard another word. I would love to know what the whole international crime drama saga was. I'm dying to know it myself. I may have to start asking around. Do I have a favorite scary movie? Um, I like the oh, what was the? I don't even remember the name of it, so it can't be really a favorite. But the one that stands out the most. Well, actually, the one that stands out the most for me goes back to The Exorcist. Some of the scenes in that movie were just they still to this day are kind of like ew. Like the girl coming down the stairs on her hands and feet, like with her yeah backwards. No, that's weird. Anna Peterson, yes. I don't think you probably heard the story, but yes, I had a young couple pick them up at the bar late at night. She was really drunk and she wouldn't keep her hands off the guy. He was trying to get her address so that he could add a stop to drop her off at her place. And she wouldn't keep her hands off of him. And eventually he gave in. And right there in the car, they changed the destination several times and I drove them around while they got it on in the back seat. Yep. Yeah, ain't that right, Jennifer Roberts? Exactly. Don't gossip and start me on a good story and then you know, leave me hanging because I gotta know. I've got to know what's the next chapter in the saga of Jake and Kenzie. Are they in prison together? Or well, no, it wouldn't be Jake and Kenzie in prison together because Kenzie wasn't part of the crime drama. It was the other sorority girl that was in the back of my car that was involved in the crime drama with Jake and Kenzie, or with Jake. I honestly think Jake was probably cheating with the sorority girl that was in the back of my car, and he was lying to Kenzie about it all the time. But, you know, I don't know. Oh, that's awesome, Patriotic Beauty. Hello, Carla. Welcome. Captain Howdy. Oh, Captain Howdy. Wasn't that the Rob Zombie movie? Yeah, that was weird. I thought the Saw movies or the Saw movies were really, they weren't scary as much as they were just cringy. Okay, Terry, and Terry and Robin. It was one of my Lyft stories. I don't know if I told it in a live. I don't know if I told it in my Tales from Lyft back in that I did video. I picked up one night. I picked up 3 sorority girls in the car, and they were just, doing what sorority girls do, talking about boys and talking about gossip and talking about this and that one and this guy and that guy. And so they were talking about how Jake's Facebook and Snapchat have disappeared and his Instagram disappeared. And then one of them said, well, don't you know he was in that crime? He was in that international crime thing going on. And the other girls were like, how do you know this? And she says, oh, I can't say because, Lyft driver in the car and all. And I'm sitting there by this point, I'm like, okay, I'm intrigued. Well, what it is Jake broke up with Kenzie. Well, Kenzie actually broke up with Jake because Kenzie thought Jake was lying to her and cheating on her. And it turns out that Jake was trying to keep Kenzie from knowing that he was involved in this international crime thing. And so they broke up. And so the girl in the back is finally admits, because by this time I'm like, no, if you're going to start this story, you got to finish it because I'm intrigued now. And so she's like, well, I know that Jake was in the international crime thing because I was in it with him too. Don't you all remember when my Instagram and my Facebook disappeared earlier this year over the summer? Didn't you wonder why? Well, that's why. It's because I was involved in that with Jake. And of course, the other 2 girls are like, oh my God, why didn't you tell us? We're your sisters. So yeah, it was kind of really funny. So I dropped them off and I go pick up my next ride. And my next ride, these 2 get in and they start talking about Jake. And I said, this wouldn't be the same Jake that just broke up with Kenzie, would it? And they're like, yeah, how do you know? I said, my last ride was telling me the saga of Jake and Kenzie. And they're like, oh, it has to be the same ones then, because they're the only Jake and Kenzie that would have a saga. Dude, that's my roommate. I'm like, oh my God. And that was about the time I dropped them off. So I never got any more on the saga of Jake and Kenzie. So I don't know what's going on with Jake and Kenzie. I don't know if they got back together. Maybe she found out about the crime drama and forgave him for lying to her. I don't know. I really, inquiring minds do want to know. I have to start asking around when I get people in the car. Maybe I can find out some more. Oh, the Exorcist demon's name was Captain Howdy. How did I forget that? I guess it's been a long time since I've seen the movie. Jennifer Roberts, that's good. Did you find anything? Terry, we all want to know what happened to Jake. I want to know what happened to all of them. I've just got to know the continuation of this story. Yes, I've met everyone but Jake and Kenzie. I don't know who Jake and Kenzie are. Now I take that back. I did pick up a Kenzie like 2 weeks ago. And I did ask her, did you ever date a guy named Jake? And she said no. Now she could just be in denial, or maybe she could just be like, I don't know that dude. And she's going to say no anyway. It could be, but I don't know. She said she wasn't. So that's all I could get out of that one. But today's world, girls that age, there's a lot of girls that age named Kenzie now. So. Hello, Penny Alton. And hello, Diamond Painting Dreamer. There you go, crafty guy. Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll hang it over the seat back. And if you know Jake and Kenzie, please tell me the rest of the story. No, there is no trouble in paradise whatsoever, Diamond Painting Dreamer. None at all. I was Diamond Painting Dreamer. I was just telling one of my lift stories, and that several of us already knew, but some new people hadn't heard yet, and so I was rehashing the story for them. Exactly, crafty guy. I'm always looking for icebreakers for conversation because there's just times people get in my car and I don't even know what to say to them. I have no clue what to say to them. It's they just don't have that welcoming type personality. But once you finally start talking, a lot of times they are pretty cool people, but they just don't have that welcoming aura about them when they get in the car. And so most of them, I don't even know what to say to them to start break the ice. I mean, I've tried the weather thing, I've tried, whatever, but I'm honestly not a great conversationalist, to be honest with you. In person, I'm usually not. Oh no, not at all, Diamond Painting Dreamer. Amber and I are just as happy as ever with one another. We are. I'm going down there next weekend, so I won't be live. Yeah, there we go. Free ride to the end of the story. Mystical 81. I'm a Lyft driver. Well, same thing as Uber, but yeah, Lyft. Hello, Diamond Painting Journey with Rebecca. Diamond Painting Dreamer, we sure do hope so. We are staying positive and using when and not if. So, I mean, that's been our thing since we got together was we're never going to use the ifs to discuss like if I move down there or if we get married or whatever. It's always when I move down there, when we get married. So we really are very hopeful, and it's heading that way, but won't be for at least at least another year or so. So I mean, we're way on out from that. Pippa, I will leave that one up to her. I am all for that. Oh no, Jennifer Roberts. I'll tell you, I'm going to have to find out. Well, thank you, Mystical 81. All subs are welcome. I'm pushing towards that 1,000. I hit 700 and I just kind of stalled out. But I blame that on myself because I have not been uploading as often recently. And I haven't been, I mean, other than my lives, I might get a something, but I haven't been buying a lot either. And I haven't been getting a lot of items. So I don't have a lot to unbox and stuff. And I just run out of things to talk about in whipping chats that I don't already talk about in my lives. So, I'm running out of ideas. I need to find some good tags to do, I think. Thank you, Sensational Crafter. Well, thank you so much, Rachel, for stopping in and staying up with us. Even though you just kind of dozed, I do that too. I doze off sometimes. I dozed off the other night while I was sitting waiting on a ride from Lyft. I was sitting there in the parking lot at the local event center we have, and it's about an hour that I didn't have a ride, and I just kind of sat there in the car and started dozing. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Yes, we'll do one for the Vibe Tribe team for sure. Oh, thank you, Christy. We're going to be even cuter when we're actually together in person. Just let's put it that way. Do I believe in aliens? You know what, Claire? I'm going to use the same thing that everybody else has said about aliens. We live in a galaxy that's made of billions of stars. And now we're finding thousands, at least thousands of planets so far, or stars out there that have planets around them. And there are billions of galaxies that each have billions of stars that probably have millions of planets in them. So our chances of being alone in the universe are slim to none. There's got to be something out there. The problem is because of the laws of physics, I think we will ever find them? Probably not. Oh, Terry. Oh, that's not good. Well, thank you very much. And take it very easy. And thank you so much for stopping in, Terry Childress. It's great having you here. It happens, Dave. I can't remember what I've said that you would be saying it happens, Dave, too. You can see how my mind works, right? Well, hello, Jamie Ramsey. I am doing great tonight. Pippa, we are so sappy in our video chats together. It's ridiculous. In our text messages, we're like that couple that everybody just says, "Get a room, y'all. Come on." Yeah, I mean, I love it. I love that. I've never had that, so it's awesome. You know, Dreamer, I wonder this too because I am Christian myself. I grew up in a very Christian household, and I believe in that. But how do we know that God didn't create other beings out there? Maybe not just like us, but what if they have their own Bible and their own history and their own relationship with Him in their own way? I don't think He's, you know, I don't think He's obligated to tell us about it. I don't know. I mean, I kind of keep an open mind on that one. Yes, Pip, I need to catch up. Do I believe in Bigfoot? I do believe that there are species of creatures out there that have not been found yet. I believe that as technology gets more and more advanced, we probably will find those creatures somewhere. I mean, they're always finding new species of insects and birds and everything else that they never knew existed. Why not Bigfoot? I mean, it's quite possible there's something that big walking around out there that just is elusive enough that it doesn't want to be seen. Oh, good night, Jennifer Roberts. Have a great night. Thank you for coming. It's been a blast. Well, I'm glad you're still here, Rebecca. Well, that's awesome, Jamie Ramsey. This diamond painting was bought last year, just prior to the current time of year we're in now. So it's been a little over a year for me. I think I bought this one in late August or early September last year. And so this was my first diamond painting. So it's been probably about a year and a month since I started diamond painting. Well, welcome back, Mrs. Coffee. You know, Pippa, I say all the time that human beings are the most arrogant creatures ever. I really do. I think we as a species think too highly of ourselves at times. And I'm not going to bring up the matters in which I think they are. That's welcome to be debated with me privately. But I do believe that we as human beings are way too full of ourselves, not individually, but as a whole. Let me clear that up so nobody thinks, oh, you're talking about me. No, no, no. I'm not talking about anybody on an individual basis. I'm just talking about humans as in general are a very arrogant species. Had to go punch Mr. Coffee in the pee hole. That does not sound good at all. Oh, Mrs. Coffee, you'd hate me then, because I do. I love to cook. I make a huge mess, and I hate to clean up that mess. I will use every pot and pan in the house to make something, and I hate cleaning it up. um, you know what? I can. I probably could. I was actually planning on going offline at whatever time I was supposed to, because I do have some things to take care of around here. But I can stay on a little longer. You know, I don't think I'll go to 10 though. Yeah, I have to agree, Angie. There are way too many sightings of Bigfoot. And there's what about the giant footprints that they've made casts of that are like human footprints, but they're massive? You know, there's got to be an explanation for that. There's got to be a creature out there that has not been discovered yet. And until it wants us to discover it, it's not going to let us. Oh no, not broken glass. No, 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 no. Oh my lord. Okay, yeah. I can understand punching him in the pee hole for that. Babe, you know I'm not going to make you clean all that up by yourself. We've already talked about that. I didn't say I don't do it. I just said I don't like doing it. Well, I might go a little longer than my scheduled DP-a-Thon time. I mean, I've got no issue there because I'm going pretty much right into my time that I would normally start my live. So I got no problem sticking around a little bit longer afterwards, but I don't think I'm going to make it to 10 because it is 7:53 my time now, and I normally stay until 10 p.m. and I don't want to do that. It has flown by. This lives tend to do that. It's like when I first started, it was like, oh my God, am I ever going to make it to 10 o'clock? Oh my God, am I ever going to make it to 10 o'clock? And now it's like, I get on here, I start talking, and everybody else is chatting, and I'm just, because I feed off of you all. I really do, because I don't have that much to talk about on a regular basis. So it's like, you all have to keep the conversation going for me, and I just feed off of you. So yeah, it ends up going by so quickly now, it's ridiculous. To anybody who has not done a live, I strongly encourage you to do it. Find this time slot and do it. It's a lot of fun. The first couple of times you're kind of awkward, but once you've gotten used to it, it's a lot of fun. Do I believe in Loch Ness? Again, that falls under undiscovered species. To be honest with that one, I think it's in such a confined location that with all of the diving and cameras that they've put out underwater and otherwise, and all of the exploration they've done for that one in such a confined area as a lake, that that one there specifically probably doesn't exist. Do I believe that there are sea creatures that have never been discovered? Yes, I do. Because the ocean is such a large, unexplored area that there has to be creatures that we've never seen before. Yeah, I thought it was 8:15 too, was my scheduled off-air time. But like I said, I don't mind kind of cruising along here for a little bit. Yes, Crane's Creations. Welcome, by the way. I've never seen you in here before. And Beth Minton, hello. I didn't see you pop in. If you did, I missed you. I'm sorry. Wait, it's Jamie Ramsey's birthday, and nobody has said happy birthday to her. Jamie, happy birthday! Everybody, say happy birthday to Jamie. Put balloons and flowers and fireworks and party hats and party favors and things, and I'll knock over my lights while I'm at it. And yes, it's happy birthday time. Oh, her birthday is Tuesday. Well, I'm not going to be live before Tuesday again. So happy birthday, Jamie. My favorite Halloween monster is vampires. Oh, that's awesome, Sanja. But Crane's Creations, yes, there is a list. There is an updated list too out there somewhere of time slots that everybody has. Um, Most of us know each other's to a point, and we try not to go live when other people are. And then usually, if somebody can't go live, they announce it early enough, and maybe somebody else will jump in and fill that slot for them. So, yeah, just kind of gotta more likely just gotta hang around and catch everybody's lives. And then you start knowing when everybody goes live, and then you just find a time slot. And to be honest with you, Robin, you're going to step on somebody's toes somewhere along the way, because there are an awful lot of people that aren't on that list that go live. Sometimes they just go live whenever they feel like it, and that's fine. But that it's going to happen. And most of those are people that don't usually hang out in our lives too much, so they just kind of do their own thing. Oh well, Crane's Creations. It's a lot of fun. We'll just kind of hang out. I know Mrs. Coffee and Rachel Ray have a group, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, at least a one version of the um, one version of the time slot list is there in a file version, I think, or in a photo. I can't remember which, but I think there's one in there, and I know there's one in Diamond Painting Underground group. I think that's another one where there's a live schedule. But if you just hang out here, if you just hang out on YouTube and just keep track of and subscribe to everybody, you'll see that like Mrs. Coffee goes live every Friday night, or 99% of Friday nights. Sometimes she has to miss it for different family reasons and stuff, but otherwise she's on every Friday night. Jeremy's is Saturday nights. Wolfpack is Thursday nights. Sherry, Diamond Art Addiction, is Wednesday nights. I'm on Sunday nights. And then there's other people that go on throughout the day. Sometimes some people go on early mornings because they're in other time zones. But you'll start learning who goes live when, and you'll know when that you'll be able to slide in somewhere. Yes, Diamond Painting Underground on Facebook. And Mrs. Coffee, if you want to post that link, go right for it if you have it handy. That's a lot of YouTubers there in Diamond Painting Underground, Crane's Creation. A lot of people sharing their little tips, tricks, things like that. Yes, Jennifer is before Mrs. Coffee on Fridays. Yes, that's correct. And I can't remember who usually goes before me on Sundays, but I don't really remember. But normally it's because I don't have YouTube pulled up and I'm watching NASCAR on Sunday before I go live. So, which, by the way, if anybody is a NASCAR fan, if any of you saw that race today, that was one of the most exciting, down to the wire races I think I've ever seen. My boy Chase Elliott advances into the round of 8. He pulled out a stunning upset and actually came from below the cut line to finish high enough to move on in the championship playoffs, which I'm happy about. Can creators put up your live nights and times? You talking about in that group, Angie? I'm not sure what you mean there. Oh, awesome, Mystical. I'll have to jump over after here and after I get off my live, and I'll jump over and subscribe to you, so that way I'll be able to join you on Halloween. $8:30. Okay. Oh, thank you, Pippa. Yes, there's the live schedule. I know somebody's been updating. I think it was Rebecca, wasn't it? Was updating it? I'm not sure. Yes, Beth, they do a championship playoffs in NASCAR. The final 10 races of the season are the playoffs. If you win a race during the first 26 races of the season, you automatically advance into the playoffs, which means only 16 drivers will advance to be eligible for the championship with 10 races to go. And then what they do is they reset the points of those 16 people, and they race 3 races. If you win one of those 3 races and you're already eligible, then you automatically advance into the next round. If during those 3 races, they, after the end of that, then they will take the top 8 or the top 12, and they will advance them to the next round of 3 races. Those top 12 they'll still race, 3 more races, and then the top 12 gets whittled down to top 8, and then the top 4, and then the final race of the season, there's only 4 people eligible for the championship still, and those 4 people, whoever wins the championship out of those 4 is the highest finishing of those 4 in that race. So it kind of whittles it down. It puts a lot of emphasis on winning throughout the season and winning throughout the playoffs and top finishes. So it's really a neat system, but it's kind of confusing for somebody who had thought about that, because not only do you have the 16 eligible drivers on the track driving, you've got the rest of the 40 car field out there too, driving against them. So it's really weird. Well, good night, Sherry's Creative Niche. Thank you for stopping in. I always try to make it an awesome time in here. I always do. Sometimes I'm successful. Sometimes I get off there and I'm like, what did I just do? No, Robin. Mrs. Coffee just said that she asked to be taken off the list. Yeah, where is Jeremy tonight? I haven't seen him pop in here at all. Is he doing all right? Is he hunting this? Well, no, he's not hunting this weekend because he was part of the DP-a-Thon. That's what I get for not watching everybody's lives this weekend and going out and making money. I miss out on everything. Well, thank you, Beth. I try not to put out bad lives. I know my first couple were kind of iffy. Because I really had no clue what I was doing. All I did was click a go live button and hope for the best, which is kind of what I still do now. Oh, you can tell it's 8 o'clock. Well, right after 8, because I get all my notifications. Like, have you ever noticed? Like, have you ever had bill collectors call? Have you ever noticed they call in clumps? I swear, I get these bill collectors because what happened was I had my accident back in March and I totaled my car and I had a huge deductible to pay, and it kind of really put me behind on bills. So the bills that I chose not to pay are like credit cards, Finger Hut, those kind of bills. And I'm paying my rent, I'm paying my car payment, I'm paying my insurance, I pay my cable, I pay my telephone, my storage, the important things in life. And so I've got all these bill collectors calling, and it's so funny because they all call in clumps. It's like at certain times every day, I'll get like 5 back-to-back calls that I have to decline. And then I won't get any more for a few more hours. And then all of them all at the same time, the same numbers. Bing, 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 right in a row. I don't know if they're all coming out of the same call center or what, but it's kind of funny how all the bill collectors all call about the same time every day. That's right. Click and hope, click go live and hope for the best. And that's what I do every time. Oh, you're so welcome, Jamie. You have a great night. Ah, okay, Beth. Yeah, see, that's what I get for missing lives. Like I said, I didn't even catch anybody's live during the whole DP-a-Thon, and I actually feel like crap about it because I was really hoping to be able to catch some and just life kind of got in the way this weekend with Lyft and just life in general. So I just haven't been able to jump in on anybody's lives. The bad part is because my 55-inch TV is also my computer monitor. And so I could go to lives on my phone, but when I'm watching NASCAR, I've got pulled up on the TV and my phone is usually on the in-car radio. And so it's kind of really hard to keep up with the in-car radio and Facebook or YouTube lives and the race all at one time. I would just be a complete mess by the time it was over with. And then I'd have to go live and then I'd be like banging my head against the table while you watched for 2 hours. So so I miss out on all the news of where people are doing and what they're doing and where they're at and why they're not, around when they would be normally. So yeah. Yeah, see? I'm gonna have to do that one time. Just sit there and beat my head on the table for 2 hours. I'm sure people would watch. There's somebody out there would watch it. I mean, there was a Facebook or not. There was a YouTube page that all it was a live stream, and it just went up and it says, "I'm going to live stream for 1,000. I'm going to live stream continuously until I reach 1,000 subscribers." And that's all it said. And it had this really obnoxious music playing in the background. And it was just a screen with a thing on it that says live streaming continuously until I reach 1,000 subscribers. And that's all it was. And believe it or not, there was plenty of us sitting there watching it from time to time. Alicia, I don't think you can because the difference is there's differences in size. Round drills are 2.8 millimeters in size and square drills are 2.5 millimeters in size. So the canvas would actually have to be specifically printed with different sized areas for each drill, depending on where you put each drill. And that would kind of get confusing, I think. So I don't think that's possible to do. Pippa, yes, they got to 1,000. Yes, they got to 1,000. In fact, they got to like 2,000 and some subscribers before they finally pulled the live stream down. I don't know if YouTube pulled it down or if the creator pulled it down. But yeah, it was up. They got like 2,000 subscribers. They were at 1,000 in 24 hours, easy. I thought about it, and the funny part was I ran into another in there in the live chat in that one. I ran into another diamond painting YouTuber. No, I don't know if she still does diamond painting on her YouTube or not. She does crafting, I know, but she's gonna remain nameless. I ran into her like every time I popped in there. It just seemed like we were both checking in on it at the same time to see if it made it or not. And we both had the same ideas. Like, why didn't we think of this? Really odd, but nice. That ought to be different. I don't know how. You'd almost have to have a drill supplier agreed to make either square drills bigger or round drills smaller in order to make them fit. And that would be up to the drill supplier that makes the drills, not the company that's marketing the canvases. Oh, there you go, Mrs. Coffee. But would you do it under a different channel? If you did it under a different channel, you have to tell us that. Yeah, the stupid Nyan cat. And there's another one out there that says it's called the most interesting YouTube video ever. And all it is a black screen with silence. And it's like 24 hours long. It's just 24 hours of black screen. Oh, that's awesome. I hope they do Odd But Nice. I think that would look really awesome having having one with round and square. And really what would be cool is having one with round, square, and special shaped diamonds all in one painting. I think that would be awesome looking. Might be a nightmare to work on, but it'd be an awesome painting when it's done. Might as well throw some ABs in there while we're at it. Really give it some sparkle. Pistachios. Here, everybody thought you were talking about something was nuts, and you're just, no, I was eating what? I'm eating nuts. Yeah, gotta throw some glow in the dark ones in there too, Mystical. Might as well just like make it a hodgepodge of everything. So there's the skull. I got a lot done. Got most of this section done. I'll probably finish up these last few down here in the little corner and call it a day. I will pull out. Oh, Hank is wanting attention, y'all. He is crying for attention over here. I am going to pull out this one and let you all see how my progress has been so far. I am getting there. It's almost done. I love it. It is absolutely stunning. This will be the first Diamond Art Club that I have completed when I get it done, and I absolutely love it. Those ABs down there, even though you can't really see them well on camera in the snow, are just gorgeous. And then, of course, the yellow ones there in the windows are ABs as well, and the camera doesn't pick that up either. But it is just a stunning, gorgeous painting. I love it. So, why not, Mrs. Coffee? I think that would be awesome. Just have a ton of everything involved in diamond painting in one painting. It's like one of those like test your skills paintings. Make it some like big colorful mandala that's got like all 477 colors in it. And put special drills like or rhinestones in it, put rounds, put squares, put ABs in it. Use every DMC number and make it like 150 by 150. Yeah, in Odd But Nice, yes, in this one. In this one, yeah, there's only two ABs. It's the white ABs and the yellows, and they are stunning in person. This camera just will not pick up the shimmer of those ABs with the iridescent shimmer on them. It just will not pick it up, and to see it in person just is mind-blowing. I don't know, Mrs. Coffee. If they were arranged nicely, I think it would look pretty good. do like the center of the mandala in rhinestones, and as you work your way out, you go to rounds and then to squares, and then maybe special shapes out on the ends. Do the highlights of it in uh in ABs, and just make it like a big rainbow mandala that goes all the way around the color of the rainbow, all the way around, and make it 150 by 150 so that each little section has like a, a gradient in it, so that it gradients from like the primary color through a muted color, and do that all the way around. I think that would just be stunning. Yeah, my next project. Yeah, if I could figure out how to make diamond paintings and print them and get the drills and get all the same size and everything, yeah, I would do that. Yeah, odd but nice. The first person to complete it, they're the diamond painting champ. That's all I'm going to say. But we all know Mrs. Coffee would be the first one to finish it. And we'd all just be sitting there going, how did you do it that fast? Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah. Blank canvas. Oh, hello, Evie. Welcome. I've never seen your name in my lives before. Welcome. Favorite Halloween candy? I'm not a big fan of the Halloween candies. Um, I liked the little marshmallow pumpkins. I think they were like marshmallow, like kind of like Peeps, but they were Halloween themed. I like those. And I'm not a big fan of all those Brock's things that have the same texture as candy corn. They got the candy corn, they got the pumpkins, they got all of the little things. I was never a fan of those too much. But I'm always like regular candy. Like throw me throw me a bunch of Reese's minis in a bag. I am good to go. Okay, everybody say hi to Beth Minton's laundry mat, folks. Yeah, I've got to throw a load in when I get off of live here. I've got to go. The laundry room here only has two washers and two dryers, and they're like always, there's somebody always using them. So I don't hear them running right now. So as soon as I get off of live, I'll run over there and throw some in. Oh, diamond painting with Lisa B. I didn't see you pop in. Hello. And shine like a diamond. Hello. See, you made it in just in time for getting close to the end. DP-a-Thon is officially over, but I'm still kind of running my mouth here because I just really. Oh, Hank has come to visit. Hank has come to visit. There he is. He's been scratching his head here, if anybody can see it. Well, he won't hold his head still. Okay. And he's got a little scab there now where he's scratched himself open. He's been doing that since the day I got him, and I don't know why. Yeah, he's Hank. For anybody that's new to the channel, this is Hank. He's the star of the show. I'm just the supporting act. And yes, my desk is a mess. Don't judge me. No, I don't do flea treatment for him because he's never really had any fleas and I've never seen any on him. Alicia Bell, AB diamonds are they are regular drills. They're numbered below 150 and they have an iridescent coating on them that makes them kind of shimmer in different colors. Yeah, it could be anxiety. Yeah, Aurora Borealis is what the ABs mean. Unfortunately, my camera will not pick up the shimmer of the ABs, but you can see them like right in here. Right in here. They kind of have a different shimmer to them, and they actually shine like an oil slick on the surface of them. You can still see the color of the ABs, like the white, yellow, whatever, but they look like they have kind of like an oil slick on them. His food is just normal meow mix. So I don't know if it has artificial color or not in it. I imagine it probably does. Oh, okay, odd but nice. Yeah, he's been doing that since I got him. He would scratch right there in front of his ear, and it would scab. It would bleed a little bit, like he scratched it, but then um it would heal to a scab, and then a day or two after the scab went away, he'd scratch it open again. Oh, Shine Like a Diamond. It is an awesome, awesome, beautiful diamond painting. It is so pretty. Well, good night, Robin. Oh, poor Hank. Do you want the cone, buddy? Oh, do I got to get you the cone? I got to get him the cone, I guess. I guess I have to get you the cone. He is losing weight, though, which is a good thing because I was overfeeding him, I think. And he was getting too big. Yes, Shine Like a Diamond. The blue is so pretty. Um, yeah, you know what? Hank probably would eat the cone. When I first got him, he didn't have a collar, and I got him this collar, and I think I had it on just a little bit too loose. And there were a couple of times that here I'll just put because he wants to hang out up here now. Um, there were a couple of times that he caught the he caught the collar in his bottom teeth, and he had his bottom teeth pressed to his chest and was trying to get out of it, and he couldn't because the collar was going around the back of his neck and through his bottom teeth, and he couldn't get his teeth out. The poor guy, he made the funniest noise I ever heard a cat make. And I look over and his mouth is wide open and his collar is stuck in his bottom jaw. And I end up having to tighten his collar up tighter than what I thought it should be, but I guess it was just because I was pressing the fur more than normal. And he grooms me. Me start walking backwards with it on. No, he's had the collar since I got him back in February, so he's good with the collar. Now I did just get him a harness and a leash, so I'm trying to leash train him. That's been an interesting journey. The first time I took him out with a leash on. No, you didn't just miss him. He's right here. He's sitting here looking at me. Yeah, I want to get him leash trained. He didn't necessarily like it a whole lot. He just kind of crouched and walked on his belly everywhere. Yeah, there he is. He's not as big as he looks on camera, Angie. He really isn't. He's just an average sized cat. He's just all fur. Yeah, and that's my thing, Shine Like a Diamond. I live in an apartment, and he sits in the window and looks outside all day. And when I come home or I try to leave, he tries to go out the door. Every time I open the door, he tries to go out and explore. So I wanted to get him a leash and be able to take him outside, but he doesn't seem to like having the leash and harness on. Well, hello, Diamond Painting Dog Dad. Hank says hi too. Obviously, you can see there he's really interested. He is floofy, and right now he's extra floofy all over everything. Oh, well, hello, Buffy0214. Welcome. Yeah, that wouldn't work with Hank, Angie. His name is Hank. Hank. Like short for Henry. He's kind of camera shy tonight. I don't know why. Actually, I got him. This one. It's got the harness, and the leash is like bungee leash. It's really springy and stretchy. But yeah, he's not a big fan of it. Just getting the harness on him is the hard part. And once the harness is on him, that's when he starts crouching and walking. It's like he just doesn't like the harness. So I can put this over here on the couch. All right. Well. Oh, hello, Kathy Gibbs. I don't know if I said hi to you or not. Didn't see you pop in there. Of course it's blue. Everything is blue for me. I got a new wax melter, and it's blue. My candle on my desk is blue. It's kind of odd. I got a new mod, and it's red. And the only reason why is because they didn't have blue any mod. So I ended up having to buy the red one. I learned like a new trick I was showing Ash Inc. on camera earlier when we were video chatting. If I like let the vape come out of my mouth like a waterfall onto the desk, it just kind of coats the desk in a layer. And then I can take my hand and like flick upwards with my hand, and it creates a tornado. And it's like really cool. Oh, Angie, Hank runs this house. I'm going to tell you now, he runs this house. There's no doubt about it who the boss is here. When it's time for treats, he lets me know. He puts his paw right up on my arm and digs his claw in while I'm sitting here at the chair. Or he'll sit and stare at me, or he'll get in my way and stop me from doing what I'm doing because it's time for treats or it's time for food. Yeah, he knows when it's time. Most of the time better than I do. My blowing O's, yeah. Yeah, I do. I do. That's the only vape trick I really know is making O's. And I now watch these guys do vape tricks on YouTube, and I'm like, how do you do that? All right, that section is done with 310s. I've been working on that section all day today. I finally got it done. I leave. There's a live bird feeder cam on YouTube. It's at Bird Watching HQ is the channel, and I leave that on my 55-inch TV all day long for Hank while I go to work. He loves watching the birds on the bird feeder cam. He would just lay up in his perch and watch the birds. Then when I go to bed at night, I put on some of the Relax My Cat from that channel. I put on one of their videos. It's like 15 hours of like relaxing cat music. And I let him listen to that all night while I go to bed. Doesn't necessarily relax him. He just becomes a crackhead. But yeah. Oh, you're not going to bed on me yet, Amber. You know I'm going to message you as soon as I get off my live, right? So I'm not going to say goodnight to you yet. But it is 8:36, and I am now almost a full hour past my uh, my cutoff time. So it is about time for me to just get ready to go here. What? She knows I'm going to message her after this. It's only 8:30. We're keeping it clean. We are clean. We're very clean, wholesome American people. Yeah, what did you miss, Allie? Pippa, I'm long past being a teenager. I'm not going to say I don't act like a teenager. That's one thing I love about her and I is I feel like I'm back in my 20s again. I do feel like I'm back in my 20s again. It is so awesome. She makes me feel so much younger and full of life again. And that's one thing I was lacking. Oh, you're not old, Allie. Wait till you get to your mid 40s, and then you can say you feel old. Yes, Pippa, it does. It does. Your body starts betraying you. But that's why I'm she does. She makes me feel so much younger because of our age difference. I mean, we do have quite the age difference there, y'all. I mean, I am 46 and she's 26 or will be 26 very soon. So there is the age difference there, but it makes me feel so much younger, and it's good for me. It's what I was missing in my life, because I am, in my mind, I'm still in my 20s. Physically, I feel like I'm 46. Shine like a diamond. If you didn't know, Ash Ink 93, Diamond Painting with Ash Ink 93, is my girlfriend. We've met through YouTube and through Sherry's Facebook group. We kind of met that way, and we just kind of have fallen for one another. And now I'm going down to visit her next weekend. So, yes, that's what we're talking about there. Nope, I'm 46, Allie. I'm 46 going on 21. Are we doing anything special? Really, this is the first time we've ever met. We're going down, I'm going down for the weekend and just spend the weekend with her, and we're going to just visit and get to know each other as people instead of words on a screen or faces on a video chat. I mean, yeah, we are special. Yes, and anybody who wasn't here and hasn't heard the story, when we get married, because we say when and not if, when we get married, we are going to live stream it on YouTube so that everybody on YouTube can enjoy, because YouTube is what brought us together. So, yes, Alicia, that is my vape. No, it is no big deal. And age is just a number. And I don't see age. I don't see that number. I see the person. And that's what I'm in love with. I could care less about the age. As long as she's over 18, I'm not about going to prison. Federal prison and I would probably not get along very well. So, as long as she's over 18, it's all good. But otherwise, I don't see number. I see person. And she is an amazing, amazing person. If you all don't haven't seen her videos already on YouTube, definitely go take a look, check her out. I know she would appreciate it, and you all can get to know what kind of a great person she is yourselves, because she really is wonderful, really sweet girl. You know what? Honestly, sensational crafter, I'd go with the tattoo. Yeah, y'all hear the hearts there. Somebody's blowing up my phone over here with Facebook stickers. It's so cute. No, I don't think I'm going to do a Metallica tattoo on my back. I've already got an idea for my next tattoo, and it's actually going to be a really simplistic one. But um, we were just talking about tattoos today. Yeah, lots of dings. All right, y'all. It has been an hour past when I was supposed to be done, and I've actually been on for 2 hours. So we'll just say this is my 2 hour live for Sunday night, and I will get back to doing things that I need to do here. So, everybody, have a great night. Thank you so much for supporting the DP-a-Thon this time around. This was my first one, and I hope it's not my last because I've really enjoyed it. Next time around, I'll have to start tuning into everybody's lives and actually watching it too, along with participating. So it has been a blast. Another Sunday night over with. And thank you all for showing up and having fun with me tonight. And until next time, rock on, y'all.